Hot news: pretty laid-back alligator serves as emotional support animal as owner shops, gives Pres. York, Pennsylvania. APU on a he walked by an elderly woman sitting on a bench by a window, reading a book. The woman glanced, which seemed kind of unusual. Schwa paused in the hallway while residents and staff gathered in a semicircle, an air of curiosity mixed with the terror of seeing a huge reptile, its sharp teeth visible inside its powerful jaws, and kept their distance. Schwa said it was all right. Wally, you that's the... One woman approached, cautiously, to have her picture taken with Wally. I am. Schwa encouraged her to pet Wally. He seems very nice, the woman said. Schwa responded that Wally was. He's about 3, that is if your dog had leathery skin and mouth lined with razor-sharp teeth. Schwa Henny's journey to becoming the owner of an emotional support alligator began on his family's farm in northern York County, just outside Dover. The family raised Yorkshire hogs. Schwa and a friend, Schwa father suggested that if he wanted to ride animals, he should try riding a steer. So he took Schwa. He was about 10 years old. The rush of hanging on for dear life as a half-ton of muscle, bone, and bad attitude thrashed underneath him was addictive. It was that addiction that led him to reptiles. He had a friend who had a gaboon viper, one of the most poisonous snakes on the planet, 4.5 feet of menace topped with 2-inch-long fangs that can inject massive quantities of lethal venom. He got the snake. He's had snakes and other reptiles. He had a hunting and fishing show, Schwa Henny's Outdoors, that ran from 1989 until 2000 on ESPN Outdoors, Fox and other outlets. He's also a He says that a lot. Which brings us to Wally. He knew a few people who had alligators, and, as he says, he and a friend have been involved in gator rescues in York County. A surprising number. He has a friend who rescues gators in Florida, and about 3 years ago September, his friend called him up and asked, "Do?" It was a rhetorical question. There were a bunch of alligators. You called a congregation of gators on a plot of land that was about to be developed. The initial plan, Schwa friend didn't cotton to the notion of the gator genocide, and neither did Schwa and offered to rescue them and find them new homes. So in September 2015, Wally came to live with Schwa at his home in Strinestown. He was just a pup, about 14 months old, as near as they could tell, just a small guy, maybe a foot and a half long, barely a yearling. He was 2 days. At first, Wally was afraid of everything. He picked Wally up when he could and comforted him when he was scared. It took some time. He had some territorial instincts. He cleared out one. After a while, Wally became as domesticated as he would ever become. He is still a wild. Wally loves to watch TV, his favorite shows being Gator. They grow up so fast, Schwa said. Before he knew it, Schwa takes Wally around to schools and senior centers, putting on programs about gators and educating people about them and the pressure on their habitats from development and other human activity. It made Schwa think. He believed that then he found the classification of emotional support animal. Any animal could. Pretty much all you have to do to get an animal classified as an emotional support animal is go online and register. No special training. He did that, and Wally became an emotional support gator. As such, Wally travels with him just about everywhere. He had some trouble. Gators may seem scary, but Schwa said they really aren't. Crocodiles, and more often than not, when you heard about someone being attacked by a gator, it was because the person attacked the gator first. He told the story. Wallace. Whenever he does a presentation, Schwa emphasizes that gators don't make good house pets, Wally being the exception to the rule. They are wild animals. At the presentation in Glatfelter Hall, the seniors had a lot of questions. One remarked that, and if anything, Wally seemed like a big, leathery cat with a whip-like tail that could knock you over. He cuddled with Hal.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. I keep fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.